Hello and welcome to Community Conversations. My name is Beach Pace and I'm the mayor of Hillsboro. And we're joined today by Juan Carlos Chavez, who is the Assistant Director of SOAR Immigration Legal Services. Welcome, Juan Carlos. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course. So for those folks who may not know about SOAR Immigration Services, could you tell us a little bit about what SOAR does?
Oh, sure. SOAR is since 1992. So we have an office over there in Portland, Oregon. And then, we've been practicing immigration law since then. So we are a nonprofit recognized by the Department of Justice and authorized to practice legal immigration law to the immigrant community. And we have one office in Portland and one office over here in Hillsboro.
Okay.
So the Hillsboro office was created in 2018. So it's been a while that we've been here at the Hillsboro and in the Hillsboro city, so working with immigrants and helping immigrants to get through the immigration system.
And thank you for doing that work.
Oh,
we really appreciate it. The community appreciates it. Our community members appreciate it as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sure. And so before we started, we were talking a little bit about you. Can you tell me how many languages you speak?
Oh, actually, I speak 4 languages.
4 languages.
Yes,
so we got English.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Spanish,
Uh-huh.
Russian, and Italian. Yeah.
Wow.
I studied those in my country and in Cuba.
In Cuba. Wow. And so now you're here and doing work for immigration.
For immigration,
Yeah.
yes.
And so thank you for sharing that about you. That is incredible. That not only the work you're doing, but the training that you've had to prepare for that work.
Oh, thank you.
And then could you tell us a little bit about your team and some of the things your team members do?
Yeah, so we have a really good team at the office. So we speak over there more than 10 languages. At the office, and also we have attorneys, and we have also accredited representative that they are qualified to practice immigration law.
Okay.
They are recognized also by the Department of Justice.
Excellent. And so if anybody needed assistance here in Hillsboro, they could come to SOAR and get a direction, get some advice at minimum.
Yes. So how that works, so they need to call the office or they need to stop by, because we get working clients as well. And so the first step, so they need to meet with an attorney or a accredited rep, and then from then, so they start working with the clients, so if they qualify for some immigration remedies.
Okay, and they can help them right there.
Yeah, for sure, we can help them.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good. So as you know, as most people know, the federal government has increased their presence in Oregon, specifically around ICE and immigration, and that is causing incredible harm to our families, tearing families apart.
Yes.
And I know what I have seen and heard, but you will have seen and heard a lot more than I. What are you hearing from your families?
So we hear every day, we hearing heartbreaking stories about families torn apart. So also people are afraid that they can get caught by ICE in everyday places, in the way to work, at hospitals, at schools, and that's terrifying for our community. And this is why we are here. So we are trying to defend immigration rights and refugee rights as well, because this administration is trying also to cancel the refugee programs from overseas. Yeah.
Okay, so helping both.
Both.
Yeah. And so let's talk about the folks that are walking your door, about demographics. You said they speak. You have 10 languages.
More
that
than
are
10
spoken.
languages.
More than 10 languages that are
Yes.
spoken in your office. So demographically, who's walking in your door right now?
Yeah, so actually, because we have two offices, so it is a little bit different. So at the Portland office, we work more with Cubans, Afghans, so Ukrainians, and here at the Hillsboro office, so we see more Latino population. So our top country, it is Mexico.
Okay.
So then Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Venezuela. So when the Biden administration approved the TPS for Venezuelans,
Yes.
so we started seeing a lot of Venezuelans going to our office and apply for temporary protected status
TPS,
that we,
yeah.
we normally call TPS.
Yeah. It's probably, there are probably so many acronyms going on right now in your world. With,
Yeah,
you
so
know,
all those executive orders from
DACA,
this government.
TPS, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So going into summer, what are some of the demands that you're seeing now?
So
Going
actually,
into spring and
yes,
summer. What
spring
are
to
some
summer.
of the things? Yeah.
So the demand is more than ever before.
Really?
So I've been with SOAR for 20 years. So this December is going to be 20 years that I've been working for SOAR, and then 17 years practicing immigration law. And I've never seen before this demand that we have in immigration at this moment. So these new executive orders, these new changes in policy and immigration laws, and these increments of ICE enforcement on the streets everywhere. So it is, it is really, really demanding for our community to seek for legal aid and legal advices.
Yeah. Are you having to add to staff? Are you adding more staff, or are you able to add more staff? Or?
Yes, actually, we are trying to hire another part-time attorney and another part-time legal assistant.
Yeah. I think that would only be necessary, right, as people come in, to, just capacity.
Yes, because of capacity.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are overwhelmed because of the cases that we have at the office.
Yeah.
Yes. So every day, so we receive every day, I would say, more than 100 calls.
Every day?
Every day, every single day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So could you walk me through what the process looks like when somebody walks in to the SOAR facility here, or the SOAR building here in Hillsboro, and they're afraid?
Are they afraid? Are they afraid to go to our office? And this is why we have sometimes Zoom meetings with clients.
Okay.
Yeah,
so they don't have to go in person?
You don't have to go in person. It is better if you go in person, because it is sometimes over the phone and by Zoom is difficult for clients to understand. So what immigration law is, what the immigration system is, and then in person is better. But sometimes they are really afraid to go to our office. And then we have that options to meet them by Zoom or by phone. Yeah.
Great. So you're meeting them where their needs are,
What
right?
their needs are.
And then whether it's on Zoom or in person when they come in, what does it look like from there? Is there an assessment? And then
So they need to fill out an intake forms. They need to see an attorney or accredited representative, and then from now, so we assess them in what the ways to get legal assistance. So to see if they qualify for some immigration relief. So then if they qualify, they start working with an attorney or with a accredited rep. We fill out the applications for USCIS. So if USCIS have interview for them, so we accompany them to the interview and represent them before USCIS or before the immigration court.
That's great. So they don't have to go alone.
No, they don't have to go alone.
Would be so scary, I think.
We are there for them.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's fantastic. Wow. I'm just taking that in, like what that would be like and what that would feel like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And especially when they go to our office, because they or been deported, or the immigration benefits were canceled because executive orders. So this is really hard.
Yeah. People have asked me, what is the hardest thing the community is dealing with? And I am, of course, talking about this. But I think the second thing that is very difficult to deal with is misinformation.
Totally. This is why
it's
it's
really confusing a lot of people.
Totally.
Yeah. So what are some of the myths that you're hearing?
Yes. So don't look at TikTok. Yes,
Okay.
that's
social media.
Social media, there is so misinformation on social media that when the client goes to our office, so every time, don't look TikTok, no Facebook, no social media.
Okay.
So if you need immigration help, so go to an attorney, go to a private attorney or some nonprofit organizations.
Okay.
And my other advice, be aware of notarios. Notarios, they want to practice immigration law, but they are not allowed to practice immigration law. So then instead of helping clients, they take advantage of people.
Yeah, I've heard that they take money, but they don't
Totally.
offer. Yeah.
They can't present them before immigration. They can't present them before immigration court. And then instead of helping them, they put them in a really bad situation that they can face deportation. You know, sometimes
So it makes it worse.
Totally makes it worse when they meet a notarial. So if you need immigration help, go to see an attorney.
Okay.
Always, yes.
Good. Or you, yeah.
SOAR.
SOAR. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, SOAR has been a great partner to the city of Hillsboro, and we really appreciate the work that you're doing with us and meeting some of the needs that some of our refugees and folks that have immigrated here are facing right now. And you're helping them meet those needs, and I really appreciate it.
And we also appreciate it.
I was going to ask, how do you view us? Are we a good partner to you? Is it working?
Yeah, it's working for sure. Yeah, we appreciate you. The critical, in this critical moment, that Hillsboro, that Hillsboro, the city of Hillsboro, was able to give us some budget to
some support
to assist the immigration community over here in Hillsboro.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, and Hillsboro is being a sanctuary city.
Yes, it is.
I would say it's a leader over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing our best, and I'm proud to say that the city council is united in making sure that we're supporting all community members, and that means supporting SOAR, so you can support those folks who are facing. Yeah, great. So before we finish up, I'm sure there's people watching this who are wondering, well, how can I help? They may not have immigrated here, they may not be a refugee, but how can I help? And so what would you say to those folks who want to help SOAR and help you?
Yes, I would say they can go to the website, soarlegal.org.
soarlegal.org. Okay, great.
And they can make a donation over there.
Okay.
Also, we have a big support from small businesses in the area.
Okay.
Yes, they are providing so all proceeds, so they give to our office.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Okay. All right. Just out of curiosity, in addition to donating, is there a chance to volunteer, or you would just prefer donations right now?
So I would say donations.
Yeah.
Volunteers, we don't have capacity to have more volunteers.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of volunteers at the office.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
have volunteers at the office. But keep SOAR posted every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And that's good to know. So for those of you folks who are listening and you want to donate to SOAR Legal Services and help folks in the community right here, the best way to do it is to donate. That's great. So Juan Carlos, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate all you and what SOAR have been doing for the Hillsboro community and the community at large. We really appreciate your work and your help.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having me here and having SOAR.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for listening today, learning more about SOAR and what you can do to help. Take care.